Test mic, 1, 2, 3, test mic, oh, freaking, test mic, 1, 2, 3, test mic, 1, 2, 3, test. Um, so scarred. Okay, yeah. Hi. Yes, as you can see, I'm slacking off. But yes, let's just do whatever. Oh, I can hear myself. That's worse. Hmm. Good. Okay, yes. So let's start. So where am I? And yeah, I just ate. So now I have an excuse to slack off until I for the next like I don't know how long, and then I will try to convince myself to get some work done, but I don't know. Or I don't know, maybe I should not really, because I've been out there for long enough today. It's one of those days I don't know, like I must be some kind of like vampire or whatever, because like being outside in the sun just drains my energy so fast. But I think it's more of an introvert thing than a vampire thing. It's both, right? But yeah, I mean, wait, is the sound balance even okay? I feel like my headset mic is peaking, and the what is it? Wait, what's going on here? Yeah, my headset mic is peaking, and the piano is. Let's check. Yeah, I feel like my headset is too loud, right? I actually don't fully understand how this stuff works. You know what? Let me just add a -10 decibel modifier on my headset and see if that does anything. I mean, I feel like this entire situation is. I just have to check the VOD to see what's going on here. And now I think I'm way too soft. Maybe -5. Um, yeah. I guess the other things I also tend to mumble, so it turns out. So I don't know. Maybe I should. The funny thing is that yeah, so maybe I should do a -5 or -10 decibel or whatever at the beginning, and then remove that modifier halfway through. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I say I was going to be back a bit sooner, but I forgot was it yesterday, the day before. Um, but yeah, I ended up being on the receiving side of some streams instead of producing them. Yeah, Zefla was streaming some World of Warcraft, what is it called? Beta testing, and that was, well, yeah, so I basically just watched streams while trying to be productive. So that was good, but yeah, but I probably should have slightly more discipline and not change my plan so much last minute. But there's that. Oh right, and I should actually check if there's anyone actually leaving any comments, because last time someone left comments and I was not actually watching because I was expecting 0 and I was missed and I was so sad. But yeah, I don't know what to play. I feel like this is one of those days where I just don't really want to do anything like real. But I guess one thing I could attempt to do is like try to play with a metronome. Just to at least get used to it. I mean, that is kind of the one of the main reasons. I mean, it's also that I have my headset on, but anyways, yeah. But I don't know. I really don't feel like anything. What on earth? This should be a bit closer, right? I think it should be around here. Sorry. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. I mean, there are stuff that I want to practice, but I don't want to practice any of them right now because it just feels too productive and I want to slack off. I don't know. What do I even do? This is the kind of thing that gets you yelled at by 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 any piano teacher if you actually take lessons. Anyways, yeah, as you can see, I'm like not taking lessons right now. Actually, it's my nails are too long. This is really not how you are supposed to be playing piano. But then of course I don't do this for I'm not taking. I feel I should be taking this slightly more seriously, but I don't know. But yeah, I mean, what do I want to play? You know what? Let's play something. Why not, right? Actually, I probably should just try metronome right now, right? If I'm actually going to play. Um. What is this like? Too slow, right? Yeah, this is too slow. This is 152, but maybe 180. Something like this. I think this is about right. Maybe slightly too fast. I don't know. There's either this Google metronome thing I'm using. You guys cannot hear it because maybe I should let you guys hear it. I don't know. Or can you guys hear it? I don't think so, right? I'm not sharing desktop audio. Should I? Maybe I should. Yeah. So this is what is going on. Yeah. I think you guys can hear it now, but yeah, the other thing is that by playing with metronome, I realized how. I mean, the thing is that like with the with the last cover I did, I started noticing how unsteady my tempo is. But then now, as I'm playing with metronome right now, I'm realizing again how bad it is. Yeah. But anyways, yes. Let's actually try this. Why not, right? See if I can play through the entire thing with any kind of steady tempo. Yeah, see, this is the tempo is really my tempo is really bad. I mean, I'm sure you guys hear it. Apparently, I'm the only one who cannot hear it until I treat the metronome. So here's the funny thing. So I used to play in the band, and because when I play with band, there's like drum set and stuff, so I never had to really develop my own internal clock. I just had to listen to the drums, and then I did like decent, and then I was fine. But then now I don't have that, so now I'm just listening to a metronome. And or maybe I'm never fine. I don't know, but I, yeah. Yeah, I feel I'm rushing way too much. The metronome is not loud enough. That is definitely an issue. I mean, I'm sure that's not the issue, but you know what? Maybe this will help, right? If metronome is loud enough, then that ensures I cannot deviate from it. Let's try. I forgot that I had to be watching the chat, so I had to switch tabs. But yeah, as you guys can see, like this is the other problem that I have, that I basically don't do any warm up. So that was why the first couple of, like the beginning of it sounds terrible. I mean, it's always sounds terrible, but it sounds a bit less terrible. So, like a couple minutes in, because because I'm just using a real song as a warm up, which is it's it is not one of these days I should stop doing it. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, okay, so I feel I should stop pausing, but like, okay, so first of all, I really like that part, like the part before instrumentals, and as you might see, I actually spent a bit of time trying to arrange it. So this is what I have so far. But also, the instrumental, I was rushing just there just now, right? So yeah, good to know, though. I mean, I've always been okay. I mean, good to know. Yeah. Yeah, rushing again there. This is really bad. A problem about metronomes like this is that when I want to slow down, I cannot. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah. So when I'm trying to make this into an actual cover, then I have to think about what to do here, right? Um. Yeah, it's hard. It's actually hard. I mean, unless I just customize this part. Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult, right? Oh, I know what I should do. Okay, I'm not sure if this is cheating or if this is normal, but what if I have actually just a song playing in my ear while I play on the piano? Um, I mean, chances are this would not even work, but it would be really funny if it. I mean, kind of funny if it works. That I just listen to a song while playing it, listen to actual song while playing it. Anyways, yeah. how does what's the ending of this? Anyways, there's that. Actually, you know what? Let me try something. Maybe it'll be really funny if I'm just able to do this well by literally doing this. Things are off bit. Yeah. Actually, can I even do this? Wait, it's not this fast, right? It's like 200-ish? It's definitely not this fast. Let me actually listen to actual thing. Except then I'm gonna get DMCA. I mean, I'm already getting DMCA, but whatever. Wait, what is going on here? Oh, there's audio. I need to close this and then listen to it. What is going on here? I feel okay. So I mean, I almost want to say I'm not this bad at piano, but I know I actually am. So okay, yeah. So it's actually that. Okay, so how fast is this? I feel I'm. Yeah, I think it's about this speed, so about 190. What's going on here? What? I don't understand. It's not. I don't think it's this fast. I don't understand any of this. What the heck is this? Wait. Wait, I'm listening to everything. Wait, let me pause metronome. And this is I'm actually losing my mind here. What's going on? I mean, I was planning on losing my mind to programming, not to this. What the heck? Wait. Yeah. What is? Yeah. You, 3, 4, 1, 2. Wait, let me just do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 172 BPM. That is what this web app says. Okay, then let's try this. 172 BPM on the metronome. 172, 170 is close enough set. Okay, now let me try this again. I feel I'm actually losing my mind. Yeah, that's the other thing. I feel I'm really bad at arranging because, like, you see, like this. Yeah, this is not. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can barely play it, so. And I forgot to watch chat again. This entire situation is incredibly scuffed. Anyways, where are we? I mean, I'm not sure if I want to keep doing this. I mean, if I want to be doing this, I should be doing this for something that I haven't, for something that I'm still working on, not something that I already screw up on, basically. I don't know. I don't know. Fine. Okay, then what? Then how fast is this thing? Let's try a different one, right? Okay, yeah. Why the heck not? Okay, then let's try this. Give me just 1 minute here so we can figure out how fast is this other thing I'm trying to play. 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Once really? I don't think this is 170 plus. Are you serious? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. 175 plus. It did not feel that fast. It's almost like alcohol in some kind of alcohol. Like you just drink it without knowing how much alcohol there is, and then you get drunk. Anyways, yeah. Really? Really? Let me. No, I'm definitely going crazy here. No way, right? Huh? It really did not feel like 170 plus, but I guess it is. Okay then. Thought it was gonna be easy song. I mean, it sounded easy, but it's never actually easy, right? I think this is why people, how should I call it? I think this is why people would always like uh like practice with slower speed for speeding up, because I cannot play the full speed. At least I mean I cannot play at full speed while doing everything else I want to do, like arranging, or actually have some kind of treat this as more than a rhythm game. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, this is hard. So, but you know what? Just for the sake of understanding what's going on, maybe let me try this as well. Just to actually understand the difficulty that comes with it. Wait, but then then I guess the other confusion is I'm actually able to play along with the what's it called, with a music video, just not with metronome, which is another strange situation. But anyways, yeah, let's see. For 1 2, wait, what's going on here? 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 166. Okay. Then let's try this. I mean, it's not like this is way. Okay, I did. Okay. So let's try this and this, and then let's see if this actually makes any sense at all. Wait, what time is it? Is there a Oh, this is where I don't want to show my face. I mean, I could, but I don't. 6 something, right? Yeah. Is there? Today is Thursday. Is there a World of Warcraft raid in my guild? Because if there is, I can actually raid and decide to just give up being productive for the rest of the day. I literally just, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I can jump into programming right now, and then until raid time and then I raid, right? Uh, I mean that is a there's an option. Well, actually, maybe I should just switch scenes before I do things like this. Okay, yeah, and then now I actually can look at my screen without looking at it from a weird awkward angle. There is no raid today. Wow, there's no raid. Okay, because of course there's no raid. Why would there be a raid? Right. Um, no more excuses, snack off, eh? Uh, wait, what do they mean by holiday? Is there a holiday? Is there a holiday this week or next week? What's the calendar? Uh, let's just as in ChatGPT, probably faster. There is, yeah, there's no holiday. Then I don't know. Okay, yeah, maybe uh or do they literally just mean the patch is a what is it called? Oh, like what is this? Um, holiday in Romania. Okay. Wait. So what is this? University of Incorporation of Northern. Okay. Good. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Strange. Okay. Anyways. Where was I? Well, I feel like either way, I should still become productive like soon. This is already way more than enough slacking off. Wait, why am I? I thought I can reach this. Why does this hurt? This is not supposed to hurt. I mean, besides the fact that this is a terrible posture. I mean, oh, ow. What? Oh, wait, what? I think this is just me being. No, like this is fine. Like fine-ish, I think. I just don't know how to press chords. Apparently, no. It's long nails. Yeah, of course, because my nails are too long, so I cannot press this correctly, and now it hurts. This is so freaking. bad. Okay, you know what? I'm done with piano for now. Let's actually get some writing done because this is miserable. Okay, I'm going to let me see. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Oh shoot. Sorry about that. Yeah. This entire situation is beyond scuffed. Literally pressing the chord hurts because my nails are too long. I need to cut my nail. I really need to cut my nails. Okay. Anyways. I really don't feel like being productive. But I know I should. Okay. So let's actually be productive here. So let me see. What do I do here? So I need to close a bunch of unrelated things, and we are going to actually suffer. And I mean, suffer, right? We're actually going to be productive and do some academic writing. Uh, which this for paper writing. I mean, this might not be paper writing. I don't know. It's just you'll see. Okay. So let me see. How do I switch to a correct scene and not turn my webcam on? Not that I really care, but I mean, I maybe it's a freaking no, no. What on earth? Okay, now I'm actually going to get freaking DMCA. This is very good. No, I don't want to mute that. I still want to listen to it. I just don't want to. What am I doing? I've actually lost my mind. I've actually lost all my brain cells just now. Okay. So let's do some writing. This is cryptography because we are good at cryptography. We are not, but we are going to pretend we are good at cryptography and we are going to do writing. Yeah. This is the same project as last time. This is way too loud. No, because my desktop volume was way too loud because I could barely hear a metronome. Oh man. Okay, what's going on here? I'm tempted to drink, as in drink some alcohol while doing this. No, like this is terrible. I should not. It is just going to become a bad habit if I do. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, you know what? Let's just actually start filling in this vaporware at its finest. Yeah. One of these days it will get built. So uh we're writing about a program that has not been written yet because my advisor wants to see this first before I move on to actually writing code. We need to first talk about what are we writing, like what are we building before we actually build it. Okay, so now okay, this is just say but yeah, I guess I was going to chat a bit earlier and I just forgot and completely distracted by piano. So the situation is basically that well last time I was going to stream and then I ended up watching other people stream instead of doing this turning on the stream myself. Which is good and then I mean good, it is good for me and then and I really thought a lot about a lot of stuff. Kind of stuff that is difficult to talk about, so maybe I also won't talk about that on the second thought, because this is difficult enough that I don't want to make talk about difficult stuff while doing it. So so what do we chat about? I don't know. Wait, can you even see my screen? You can, right? Yeah. That means I need to monitor this on my phone. Okay, so let me pull this up on my phone, so I can actually monitor this on my phone without tapping to it. I mean, without changing a tab like every yeah, every few seconds. Yeah. Okay, so where am I? Um, yeah. So I still want to chat about something because I don't want to just do writing because this is just scuffed. But I feel like all kinds of things that I can't talk about right now are just complaints, which is even worse than being, not talk about anything. I mean, I can complain so much about so much, but I don't want to, no, like that is like the worst thing I can be doing on stream. Um, I talk about stuff that does not matter, like the kind of tea I'm having or whatever. Maybe that is actually the best thing to talk about now I think about it. It's funny, isn't it? That when my colleagues or others just ramble on with stuff, like, I don't know, vacations and whatnot, it just, or whatever the latest thing that latest sports or whatever they are learning is not super interesting to me. But when my Oshi, when the streamers I like talk about similar kinds of things, it suddenly becomes so much more interesting. So I guess that means I can still talk about the not so interesting things. Um, and it will be interesting anyways. Hopefully. I mean, that is. I guess this is also around time where I just take off the oh shoot, give me wait, what is going on here? Oh, this is wait, what is going on? I did not want to share that. You guys can see I've had a long day. That is yeah, wait, what? Let me see what is I feel like I've actually completely lost my mind. Um, wait. What is going on? What is going on here? What did I just leak? Hopefully not much. Yeah, I did not leak way too much. I mean, this is always bad, but yeah. Is there a way for me to share just Chrome? I mean, there has to be a way for me to just share just Chrome. I just don't know how. So this didn't happen. This is really scuffed. Uh. But anyways, yeah, I need to look at. Wait a minute here. It's like just complete nonsense stuff. I was going to take off the -5 decibel thing on the on OBS because I feel like I'm just going to start mumbling again and start being like very low energy again. But let me quickly first check what is going on here. Why am I getting so many notifications? Like, what is going on? I'm actually just lost all. What the heck is going on? Actually lost my mind completely. Let me make tea while trying to collect my while failing to collect my train of thought. Yeah, so I'm having like chai, which I've always liked with like milk and sugar and stuff like that. But now I'm too lazy to actually add milk or sugar or anything to it. I probably should still add sugar. Actually, yeah, I actually like dirty chai a lot, which is like chai with coffee. Um, don't have it often enough though. I mean, there's like a concentrated cold brew in the fridge that I could definitely be adding to this, and also milk. I probably should actually make some dirty chai and drink it. Probably would be nice, but yeah. But now I think just chai with sugar for now. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to open this bag of sugar and hopefully not spill the entire bag on my floor, which would be very, very bad. I probably want a scissor to do this. I'm tempted to use my teeth, but I should not. I do have a scissor, right? Do I not have a scissor somewhere within reach? Key? Can I cut with a key? I probably should not, right? This is... Yeah, I should not be cutting this with a key. This is not... Wait, or maybe I can? No, this is not worth the... Oh, it actually worked. What on earth? Yeah, I think the key make just enough of a cut that I can rip the... I cannot. This entire situation is extremely scuffed. What's going on here? I need to find a scissor. I will be right back because this is just bad. Okay, fine, yeah, this seems fine because I'm not sharing anything meaningful anymore, I think. Right, what do I have open? Just Slack, and I would just try to not tap to it again. What? Why can I not cut this? Is this... Oh, I can, good, yeah. Good, perfect. And then add sugar to tea, hopefully not add too much. I feel I'm so scared her brain right now is scary. It's been a long day, hasn't it? And now I need a chopstick to stir tea. I feel I'm kind of not in a good condition to be productive or to do anything, or even to be here, I feel like. Don't stop Nilo, because, yeah. I mean, I would probably be trying to be productive and filling anyway, so why don't I make this content? Okay, good. So, you can see, of course you can see, this is loud. That is a bit better. Where am I? Oh, this is a cover by Kotoha, by the way. This is amazing. A new cover. I actually listened to it yesterday, the day before, something like that. Yeah. Um, it's very nice. Yeah. Wait, is this the original or cover? That's the original. Yeah. The whoever did the lyrics thing. Anyways, yeah. Let's attempt to actually get one day closer to graduating, whatever that means. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. What do we want to do here? Okay, so we want to... Yeah, okay, so I think that is the one of the main problems, is that I can write, but I also want to split my attention between writing and chatting. But I also don't have the kind of, what is it called? Um, I mean, no, I mean, I should, right? Yeah. So what do I chat about? Piano, more piano stuff? Or something that is not... Yeah, I feel like that is the one of the difficult parts of doing this, because I feel like I feel like different streamers have different challenges. My challenge right now is that because there's like I'm not really getting that many chat messages, if at all, then I kind of have to supply the nice conversation topics and supply kind of both sides of the conversation. So yeah, but that's fine. I mean, I'll probably still try to do it. Um, or I can literally just talk about this, right? Or talk about why my... This is cryptography. Um, cryptography is hard. Don't do cryptography. I mean, how else? What do I say? Or do cryptography? Who am I to judge? Yeah. there's this. Yeah, I can talk about homomorphic encryptions, I guess. Okay, so this is homomorphic encryption, which is a the things you guys don't care about about encryptions, and you guys don't care about Godel prices or whatever, computer science prices or whatever. I mean, I feel like average person just knows Nobel Prize and not too much about any other prizes, and that's totally fine. That is how it should be. Um, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I guess I can always talk about Taiwanese politics and about how our president is, because we had this recently there is this Nobel Prize a thing, like it was announced like sometime last huh? Wow. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. Uh, right. Yeah. Because recently there's this a well, I guess it's not recent anymore, right? Nobel Prize was announced at who knows when. Sometime I feel like my sense of time is like really bad now. I mean, in grad school because everything is just blending together in maybe not such a nice way. It's there's also so much to say about grad school, but I digress. I can come back to this later. But yeah, I mean, or maybe I should just skip that because that part is maybe also a not nice thing to say. I don't know. Um, I feel like though I feel like one of these days I not nice thing to say still can be said. It's just I need to balance between the positive topics and negative ones and not be negative all the time. Yeah, I mean, it's like, but it's hard, right? Because we are all surrounded by negative things. Like, even when I was talking about chess last time, I just ended up talking about, like, talking about the chess scene being bad or, like, people being toxic or whatever. And that was, yeah. I feel like that is just how it is on the internet these days, right? Because those things get clicks and then get ad revenues, and that's kind of what people end up doing. I mean, there was also this like nice other nicer things, more interesting and positive things, like or this is what I would say as positive, is this like U.S. versus India chess thing, where there was this small quote unquote drama that between Magnus I mean not Magnus between Hikaru and Gukesh. Yeah, where they are doing some friendly bantering and stuff. I mean and the and the cliff that yeah, I feel like if I just say it now without giving any context, then it sounds outrageous. But yeah, basically they are trying to make chess into this huge esport event where they just encourage people to kind of banter and what is it called? And they trash talk. And then basically what happens is that well Hikaru, who's the U.S. chess on the U.S. team, manages to win the I think it was the final game or whatever. Yeah, I think it's the final game against Gukesh, who was I believe. Wait, was Gukesh a world champion at some point, or he was either world champion or very close. But yeah, I mean Hikaru won against Magnus, and then took his king and threw a king into a crowd. um, yeah, so and then say some kind of showmanship or whatever. And I mean it makes sense because Hikaru is a streamer and this is like very at the context it makes sense in the context of that event, this esport ish event, it makes sense. But then there's like even that there are still people making drama out of it, so I don't know. Like, I mean, even for this kind of like positive, I would things that I would say is positive. People are still trying to make that negative, like trying to complain about Hikaru doing I don't know, having poor sportsmanship, while that is a yeah, that is this is just not the kind of event to yeah. I mean, it's not the usual chess tournament. I should just put it that way. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like, hmm. I guess this is also why I sometimes this is a bit hard for me to check with my colleagues, because I feel like what I care about is like chess. While I don't know, like I still remember forever ago, there was literally like playing Uno, um, like at some point I forgot what was the occasion. I think was yeah, I forgot what was the occasion, but they were playing Uno, and I was like, why? Because this game is like literally just all up to chance, and yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying they are like not as smart or this or that. I mean, they are also grad students, so they are at least as good of engineering wise. They are at least as good as I am, if not better. But then maybe that's why they, yeah. But it's like it's just so little overlaps. Um, I mean, I don't know if they play video games or if they, but I think they just play different video games if they do, which also makes sense, right? Because World of Warcraft is like, I mean, my dad got me into World of Warcraft, but then of course it's a game that, but then people in my, I guess in my, I don't want to really say age group or whatever, but maybe it's like growing up, my peers would play League of Legends instead of a World of Warcraft. So it's always difficult to find, you know, yeah, common grounds, I guess. And there is also what is it called? What do I want to cite here? Um, what do I want to cite here? OMSS maybe? No, yeah. What do I want to cite here? I don't know. Oh, hi. Yes. Hello. Yeah. Good evening. Yes, we are doing. We are finally being productive, and I'm not sure how long ago this comment was because I was a yeah. But hi. Okay. We are doing writing, grad student stuff as usual. Okay. So where am I? Yeah. I need to cite something, but I don't know. What is the right paper to cite here? Should be LMSS or should be LM? Let me think. Maybe I should just cite both of them. No, it should be LMSS. Yeah. Did I have that? Let me check. LMSS. Ah, Alex. Oh, hi. Hmm. Hello. Yes, this is the FHE thing. Let me see. I was playing the piano earlier, but then I managed to get off the piano and actually try to be productive, more or less. But then yeah. Let me see. Securing what uh homomorphic approximate homomorphic encryption with a what is it called differential privacy. Yep. Oh, if this is the yeah, I guess maybe I can. I'm not sure if I should introduce. Yeah, yes, yeah, and I'm really bad at it, but I'm trying to get slightly better at it. Oh, speaking of which, so last time I actually, how should I say it? Like last time I actually missed a comment, and I was feeling so bad about it. Um, yeah, but I'm glad that this time I'm actually monitoring the chat a bit better this time. Yeah. So but yeah, I guess for the oh yeah, thank you. Actually, I feel like there's so much to improve on. Just now on the what is it called? Just now on the piano, I was actually trying to use this thing, this metronome thing, and then I feel like I was learning so much by using a metronome. But yeah, I guess for the other viewers, if they eventually watch a VOD, maybe I should introduce you. So Alex is one of the teammates on this project, on this paper that I'm writing right now. So yeah, if this is the right Alex I'm thinking about, should be right. Yeah. Anyway, so let me see. What do I do here? Okay, it's like this. What on earth? This is no way, right? Oh, very good. Kidding, right? Huh? Wow, okay. Things is being very broken. That is very good. Let me see. Where am I? Yes. Yeah, so I should just say that, okay, back to this to-do side. Okay, yes. Yeah, this is also really funny that I'm being productive. Well, I feel I shouldn't be productive right now, but whatever. This is something I should go to check video gaming. But trying to be productive as I can. Yeah, where am I? Hmm. Yeah, and also I guess trying to learn to be productive while chatting about completely unrelated stuff. I'm not sure if you heard me talking about chess earlier, but there's this world championship thing between Hikaru and Gukesh, where there was this like some kind of funny drama-ish thing. And there's also this other unfortunate news about what is it about Daniel Nerestitsky. But yeah, like there's so much chessing things that, but I feel like I don't know. Like any topic that I kind of want to chat about, I feel like I always just end up chatting about negative things, and this is a bit sad. But yeah, still trying to practice to kind of chat and be have some semblance of being entertaining while doing this, and that is hard. Mm. Yeah. Yeah, because the other thing is that nice. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. So what was I going to say? Yeah. So yeah, I just lost my train of thought, but yeah. Oh right, trying to be like somewhat entertaining while being somewhat productive. Right. So I guess the other difficulty is that I do not want to assume my audience is interested in cryptography because uh, otherwise I'm kind of shrinking the size of my potential audience by I don't know by like tenfold. So I just kind of want to just be a normal grad student who is kind of chatting and kind of like suffering a bit while writing paper and trying to chat and minimize the amount of suffering we are doing. Yeah, so I don't know. Yes. Yeah. Hit this and attempt to. Yeah, I guess the other. Yeah. Yes. Oh right. I was talking about Taiwanese politics earlier before for this. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like this is although I feel like anything I talk about, especially politics, is going to be like so much to complain about. And before I know it, my stream is just really negative and I just cannot just lose all semblance of balance. Well, I mean I guess it's between like losing balance and losing what is it called? Losing balance and losing the thing is I'm not very I need to somehow figure out how to be more entertaining, but yeah. Wait, I my my tea is not sweet at all because I'm too lazy to find a chopstick to stir it, but whatever. Yeah, so there is this Nobel Prize which was announced like I don't know how long, like last month or whatever. Oh, first my favorite chess player. Huh. I To watch, I mean, if it's just by the amount of content I consume, probably Levy, so Gotham Chess. I also watch a bit of Anna Kremlin. I feel like those two are the main people that I watch. I Oh, and also, what's it? Eric Rosen. I actually like his I actually follow the first few episodes of his like beginner to master speedrun, and I feel like I actually learned so much from Eric Rosen. Yeah, the other funny thing is that Eric Rosen and Gotham Chess has just such different vibes. But I feel like I'm learning like I feel like they are, how should I say, like both very like their teaching are all very good. Yeah. Yes, counseling is a big part of. Yeah. Yeah, I guess this is not even like really bad part of complaining about this say what is it, Taiwanese politics. It's just the so our president try to make some, what is it called, some ambitious claims or hopeful thinking that he wants Taiwan to have their own Nobel Prize winner in the next like 30 years or whatever. But then I think everyone who is actually in the scene, like at Academia Sinica, which is my workplace, or in like National Taiwan University, which is the our top university, like anyone who's actually doing any kind of real research knows that Taiwan is just there's just so much wrong with the current academic landscape in Taiwan, and the government has not been doing the right things. So it's just so right now it's just the president is is making some promise that will most likely never come true. As much as of course, I would hope that it comes true one day, but I feel like Taiwan needs, no matter if it's from a government level or if it is the average person, just don't care enough about academic research. I guess people just, I guess the average person just cares about, well, I mean, I don't even know what average is, but I find the average parent just cares about their kids getting good grades and either becoming a medical doctor or go to Hsinchu and work on those say Hsinchu is where we make all the chips and work on this and go to TSMC, which is work on semiconductor manufacturing. Yeah, and I mean, of course, that is where the money is, so it makes sense. But it's just there's just next to no interest to to do good research, and I mean even literature, huh? don't know anything about it, so I presumably I think similar in Taiwan. I think literature is something that we just the average person doesn't even care about because it just makes no money. I feel like if someone is good at sciences, or mathematics, they are encouraged to become a medical doctor. And if somebody is good at humanities, like have good reading speed or interested in history or whatever, they will be encouraged to go and become a lawyer. So yeah, people don't really care about authors, unfortunately. Yeah. So this is a yeah. So I feel like it's people are not like those fields are just very underdeveloped in Taiwan. So it is, at least from my perspective. And I guess the VAT problem is, as you guys have seen, the whoever in the audience besides Alex can see. Well, I mean, I'm Taiwanese, but I'm a grad student and I'm not doing research in Taiwan. That is also a common. I'm not sure if I should say it's a problem, but it's also a common. Yeah, I think some. Maybe I should say common worry is the right way to put it. Basically, that the that all the best students are, well, they are not getting their PhD elsewhere or getting their degree else. Fine, the cat is out of the bag. I'm actually working on a PhD. I actually just say that I'm a grad student so far, but yeah, nobody watches this spot anyways. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. So people are all going to grad school the best students are all going to grad school elsewhere as compared to Japan. I guess the one of these why all of this conversation happened in Taiwan is that they are comparing, at least Taiwan is trying to compare itself to Japan, where a lot of, there's always quite a few impressive Japanese Nobel Prize winners. But then that is also because, well, I mean, the best students of Japan, well, they stay there, and then they do their PhD there. They just stay there, do their research, and then they eventually they make very good contributions, and then they are recognized. But then in Taiwan, well, the best students leave to, let's say, US or EU or whatever else, and then they get their degree, and then there is not enough incentive for them to go back. Yeah. So basically, partially is that it pays really poorly to work at a, let's say, NTU, National Taiwan University, and there's also too much teaching duties and all kinds of duties that stops you from actually doing the research you like. So basically, people just don't, yeah, yeah. So it's like we are just losing the best of the, losing the best students from our island, and yeah, this is just part of the systematic problem that I was talking about. So yeah, and government is not providing enough of these incentives to bring them back. So or to even keep the students in Taiwan to begin with, like make academia cynical, or make NTU a better degree program, or make them at least better alternatives than to just get a master's and go to work on semiconducting, uh yeah, and build semiconductors. So it's like, yeah, I mean, there's this kind of things just never. The other thing is that I feel like this is like there's enough of problems on our small island that I feel like this academic thing is um maybe just gets buried in all kinds of other problems. I feel like, yeah, yeah. I think it's the although funny enough, like now it's even happening in the US with Trump doing whatever to universities, and now I don't know, maybe the best place to do research is gonna be somewhere in EU soon enough. Yeah, yeah. I guess for general opportunities, hmm. I guess it also depends on like what kind of general opportunities. Hmm, but yeah, I feel like there's like what should I call it? Yeah, so I guess that is what's been happening on our. Yeah, I feel I probably should be following Taiwanese news a bit more closely as well. But then I guess the other side of the coin is that if I just follow Taiwanese news a bit it's not like there's too much I can do. And I guess also goes back to my earlier worry is that, I mean, most of the news that we see on the internet are, well, negative, because those are what generates clicks and engagement. And yeah, so I feel like, funny enough, I feel like it's just a general thing, no matter if it's Taiwanese US news or just what's going on in general. I feel like, so I don't know. I mean, I've said this previously on stream as well, but like around my undergrad and sometime in the past, I just kind of shut myself off from the world and just become very, very I guess solitude might be the right word to put it. But basically I was just a how should I say it? Just pretend I didn't see any of the problems that is. going on everywhere. And I feel like, I don't know, now that I'm streaming, I might need to get better at not doing that. But I feel like, I don't know, it is, yeah, I don't know, it is, yeah, news is, there's always negative news everywhere. And at some point, it's just, people either get desensitized or people just stop watching. At least that's what happened to me. Yeah. But then I don't know, like, and then my friends have been telling me, yeah, and then my friends have been, in fact, like this Nobel Prize thing. I actually did not find out myself. It is another Taiwanese friend who was telling me about it. Um, yeah, and I was actually quite surprised to hear that. To hear that from my friend, and then I look it up after, and apparently, yeah, the story is actually what my friend says it is, and it is, yeah, mm, it is, yeah. But then I feel like, hmm, pandemic, when the healthiest, similar to a pandemic period, when the healthiest decision, at least for me, is to just stay away from the news and just focus on positive things. Well, I'm doing the first part well, but then second part I don't know, is either like, what is, I don't, I feel I need to somehow be better at staying positive and just, or finding more positive things in my life. Hmm. I think I'm getting slightly better at it, actually. At least compared to when I was an undergrad. But there's so much to. Yeah, I've actually been doing quite a bit of thinking, like sometime last semester. And which was what eventually pushed me to start streaming. Because I feel I was able to finally able to, how should I say, finally able to stop running from a lot of things. Yeah, and finally able to, I don't know, to live. I guess learn how to live, for lack of better way to put it. Yeah. Well, piano. No, I mean, yes and no. I feel like the thing is that the songs I listen to, many of them are like sad or degenerate. So yeah. Hmm. So I don't fully know. But yeah, yeah, I guess the other thing is that maybe I should just, how should I say it? There's always a balance between being social and not being social. And I feel like I'm too much on the non-social end, and I'm kind of just letting go of so much shared interest I could have. Yeah. Like Alex, you and I used to play chess, and at some point we just kind of stopped playing chess, and we probably should go back to it sometime. It's always things like this, and even for piano, like there's gotta be some kind of band that I can join here on campus, but I'm just not reaching out. And then same with video games, that I play World of Warcraft, but then at some point I probably should be playing a more popular game instead of this like 20 years old game. Yeah, or I don't know, or at least find a better guild on World of Warcraft, and I really don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like, or maybe things are fine. I really don't know. Yeah, yes, we should play more chess. Yeah, I also should like get back to actually getting good at chess. I feel like at some point I was, yeah. So I actually used to play so much chess back in high school. No, it was middle school. Yeah, back in middle school, but it was with the same group of three people. Was it two or three? Yeah, like two or three people, and then we basically we just we never use any like textbooks or anything like that, and we just kind of we know how to how to make legal moves on the board. Um, but then I feel like there was only so much we could learn by doing that, and it was not we ended up not getting very far. But yeah, speaking of board games, I guess there's also another thing that I should either find on the school campus or even try to stream one of these days, because there's this board game called Go, which is this thing which I actually yeah, this is one of those games that each of these games will take like I don't know, like about an hour. And I actually was, I mean, I was not taking like official lessons, but then how should I say it? Yeah, but then I actually went to some official. I basically competed for rating, so and I'm actually on the board. And my rating is not any good. It's 二段. But I don't think people know. Yeah, but I think people don't know what the how that corresponds to anything. But yeah, but I'm on the board somewhere. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I like quite a few kinds of board games. I also like traditional board games. I also like shogi, but I mean I know the rules, but I haven't really played too much. But then this is also quite nice. Actually, here's a funny thing. So I actually bought a shogi board, and it is I don't know somewhere in the living room here or something. But then I never got any of my friends to play with me. Yeah. Yes. Hmm. Yeah, this is a Japanese. It's kind of similar to Japanese chess. Actually, a rule is surprisingly similar to chess. So here, I mean, this all look like Japanese characters, but this is a knight. It actually moves like a knight. Like move from this square to this square, and then you move from this square to either this or this, right? And then this thing is basically a rook. Like if this pawn was not here, then you can, then you can take this pawn over here. So this thing is actually quite surprisingly similar to chess. And you also, here's your king, here's the enemy king, and basically you just you capture their king to win. Yeah, and then there's xiangqi, which is another variant of chess that is played more often in Taiwan or in China, in mainland China. Basically there is a surprising. Why can I not enlarge this? Fine, this is good. Yeah. So it's actually surprisingly similar. I mean, here's your king, and then here's your, I mean, maybe I should go from right. Here's your rook. It actually moves like a rook. Here's a knight. It moves very similar to a knight. It goes from here to here, and then up here, and then up here, and whatnot. And then here's your bishop, which also moves kind of similar to a bishop, except you cannot move arbitrary amount of squares. It's always two squares at a time. So you have to move from here only up to here, not here and not here, but only up to here. And the next move you can go from here to here, or maybe here to here. But then here's a river. The bishop cannot cross the river. So yeah, this is a another chess variant. Actually, speaking of chess variant, has this ever been offered on chess.com? Maybe it has. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I've actually been quite a bit into traditional board games. And yeah, funny enough, like Alex, you and I have been to this board game place once before, and I never gone by myself after. One of these days, if I went there, I probably could also find some people to play with. Yeah, but I guess it's the other thing is that there's this difference between traditional board games and modern board games. For modern board games, I haven't done as much of it. I know there's quite a few people in my group who are interested in it, and I also play with them like a couple of times, and then everyone got busy and we stopped, which is so unlucky. Yeah, I guess that is like so much unlucky things because I know I'm not the only one who plays a piano in my group, but then I never talk about piano with anyone in my group. I mean, I think a couple of them knows I'm capable of playing, but yeah, like I think none of them knows I'm streaming either. So there's that. Yeah, I feel like maybe I just need to be slightly more social question mark. But I guess it also depends on what do I want to accomplish. Like I don't know. If I'm just trying to be what's the term? If I just want to be a better streamer, then I need better conversation topics. But then being social, it buys me conversation topics, but then it does. But there's probably easier ways to get conversation topics. But I guess the other thing is that things should never be. I don't know. Human relations should not be so transactional. So I really don't know. Maybe I should just hang out with them because it's a good thing to do. I don't know. Yeah. But I guess there's also this a how should I call it? There's also this thing where I am too introverted and hanging out with people a lot just kind of drains me. So I also need to yeah, so there's also a constraint there. So I really don't know. Yeah. And I need to get better at multitasking. So one of these days, I feel like maybe the other thing is that today I was actually on campus, so I already started the stream being a bit tired and scatterbrained. So today is whatever if I'm not productive. I mean, I even put it in the stream title if I'm not productive today, whatever. But I feel like one of these days I also should get to a point where I can chat like this while while actually being somewhat productive. But yeah. Or I guess this might be good practice. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah. I guess the other thing is exactly this that I was also wondering earlier because I feel like I don't know, like if I hear my favorite streamer talk about themselves, like their past, like when they were undergrad or whatever, then I would really enjoy it. But if I just hear it from a normal person who I don't care about, then it's not so interesting. But then I don't know how to put these two together, and then I don't know because it's easy for me to kind of tell stories from my past, but I don't know how interesting it is streaming wise. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, right. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, I guess one thing I could or should do is to get into comment of reading, get into hobby of reading comments. To say, but it's fine. You don't need to push yourself to be ultra social. I'm not much of an extrovert either. Yeah. Although I feel like you have been doing like, okay. So I think even for introverts, there is a ideal number of friends, or there's a difference between being introvert, extrovert, or just complete isolating oneself and being in complete solitude. And I feel like even as an introvert, I'm still a bit too much on the complete solitude side, where I just don't put enough effort of, or at least before I started streaming, I did not put enough effort into trying to be understood or trying to understand others. And then something happened last semester. I could yeah, this is one of those heavy topics that I will get into one of these days. But then something happened last semester, and then I decided to start caring and start, like I was saying, learning how to live more normally, or live or yeah, yes. Mm. Yeah, and trying to actually be a have a I guess I mean I already know for a fact that I'm not going to change my introverted nature. That is just not a thing. Like socializing will always drain me, but then I still feel like there should still be a right amount of friends. Like I don't know, it could be single digit, but it shouldn't be 0 or 1 or how or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like there is a I feel like there is a balance somewhere. I mean, even for streaming, that is for anything there is a balance. So for example, if I just talk about this and actually give a lecture on what homomorphic encryption is, which luckily if I'm writing a paper on it, then of course I can give a lecture on it, right? But then this would be super uninteresting even to any potential viewers. And the same with like even gaming. I could play World of Warcraft, and I actually did last stream, but I don't think it's good content if it makes any sense. As opposed to I can play Hollow Knight, which is a lot more recent game and still have a decent level of fun, while at the same time being potentially more potentially increasing the my potential viewer base. And similar for piano, right? That I could either play like some really ancient songs, like literally classical music that is like centuries old, or I could play like songs that I heard when I was little, so like 20 years old songs, or what I should not be leaking my age. Anyways, yeah. um that or I can play like more recent songs. Like the last cover I did was 2 years from a song that was 2 years ago, and also the popularity of the song itself, right? Like the last one I was playing, it was a poor attempt at, well, of course there's a lot of reasons why I was covering it. The main reason being, well, the original songwriter passed away and I want a way to remember her. But I also the other thing is that but there's also the selfish reason, right? That I out of all of the songs that she wrote and sang, instead of picking the ones that I actually love the most, I just pick the most popular and most challenging one to learn, so that so people would know that would a know that would so more people would know the song and hopefully click the video. And B, also that it is more challenging, which because I kind of want to show off my skills. Even though I totally failed to do that because I ended up arranging something I can barely play, and the tempo was off. The tempo was so much off. It was, yeah, it was. I really did not like the it just shows how much work I have to do on the piano before I actually produce something satisfactory. But the same with this streaming thing, right? That even my 2D avatar that's on the screen right now. I mean, I so I drew it, but then there's so much polishing I could do. So there is like I don't know, like yeah, but that things being low quality aside, like I feel like there is still a balance that between things that I'm passionate about and things that is I don't know that people like, and I feel like there has to be a balance somewhere in between. The other things I don't want to I this is really a huge rabbit hole because I feel like once I have like 5 viewers, I would want 10, and once I have 10, I would want 20, and once I have 20, I would want 40, and so on and so forth. But I feel like at least as I am right now, I feel like I don't even yeah, I really don't know. Um like but I guess the point is that if just getting zero is a bit lonely. So I feel like I still need a certain amount of being out there. Yeah. Um. Okay. Yeah. So I guess the original reason is that, well, there is this term called Japanese term called oshi. Um. Basically, or you spell it this way, but basically the idea is that it's your favorite streamer. And it's kind of like just kind of want to live in the same world that my oshi is living in. So I guess if the original goal is literally that, then I could stream to zero viewers all the time and still be fine and still be happy. But I feel like that is the rabbit hole I was talking about, because if I spend so much time and energy and whatever trying to, it's like if I do something, then I want to do it well. But if I do it well and I get zero viewers, I feel, then it's a bit sad, I guess. then of course, then it's a rabbit hole I was talking about. Then I want a single digit. But if I want a single digit, why can I not have two digits? Why can I not have three digits? And so on and so forth. But then there's always this like self contradiction. Like on one hand, on one hand I'm always greedy like that, but then on the other hand, I also don't want to. On the other hand, I also don't want to use a how should I say it? On the other hand, I don't want to do all kinds of branding and I guess without loss of without a better way of describing it, just branding, right? Like right now, I have basically no socials, like no Twitter, no Instagram, nothing except this YouTube thing, and I'm not even really showing like not even making a big deal out of well which school I'm in or which degree I'm working on or this or that. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Like if I try to market that for what for lack of better terms, then I feel I might get a couple more viewers, but I don't. But I'd rather not do that, you know. So I really don't know. Yeah. So there's always this contradiction. Like how many viewers do I want, and what am I willing to do or unwilling to do to get them? And I feel like right now I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, or maybe the correct answer is zero. Might be fine. Yeah, the correct answer might indeed be zero. But then I guess there is also the other what is it called? The other consideration, which is that certain streaming topics becomes easier when you do have viewers because then you can talk to your viewers like what we're doing right now, or even for like certain gaming online game things like let's say World of Warcraft for example. Like right now I'm in another streamers guild, which is whatever, but then I probably should, you know, if I'm streaming myself, I probably should stop doing that, or I really don't know. But like one of the point is that one of these days when I get enough streamers, I can play video games with my streamers. I mean, with my viewers. What I'm saying, if I get enough viewers, then it opens up a lot of options, like you know, like being able to play video games with them and things like that, or chat with them, and instead of having to supply both sides of a conversation. And then there is the oh, I need to get into a habit of reading chat messages. So yeah, uh which one was the last one I've read? Anyways, yeah, just do what you Alex says, well just do whatever you are comfortable with and you will see how it goes. Um yeah, I guess I mean yeah, it is really how should I say it? Um Yeah, that makes sense. But on the other hand, I feel like it's also good to have some kind of vision, like where do I want to take this, if anywhere, or if the answer is nowhere, then I should also know that anyways. Yeah, so I really don't. Hmm. Yeah. For instance, if you are okay with that, one straightforward way to increase your views would probably to show your face while streaming. Oh, so that is actually something that I am how should I say it? Avoiding to do. So that is because of not because I don't want to show my face. I mean that is part of it because my hair is really messy right now. But no, like I'm fine with doing it occasionally, but it's a more of a tradition thing. So there is this thing called VTubers. Basically a like maybe I can just take two examples. Kotoha, who's the one of them that I watch. Um, yeah, where her streams would look like you know, maybe I should pull up Twitch instead of YouTube, but whatever. Either way is fine. Where she would just do streams like would do like this, where they just use 2D avatars, and I feel like I want to be like that because of a well, both because I like VTubers and also because there's a certain subculture and certain things that you can kind of either expect or not expect from VTubers. Um, yeah. So I feel like that is, and I mean there are, and there are ways to be successful without showing your face. Like, of course, just by you know, yeah. So, and there are also some other streamers who I watch who are on similar, on the same page. I'm doing something similar where her stream is also the also never show her face. So yeah, I don't know. Like that is something that I am somewhat actually I don't even know if I read your comment, but maybe if not I should read it. So yeah, for instance, if you're okay with, oh I did, yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, the other thing is yeah, I don't know. The other thing is that if I really wanted to, if I want to show my face, I want to look nicer than what I'm looking right now, than how I look right now. So there's that. Um, yeah. So yeah, I think there's that is just a yeah. So where do I want to go with this, or where do I not want to go with this? Yeah. Okay. But okay. The other, but then of course there's a difference between what I'm doing right now and the ideal scenario, which is that well, I mean, there's well, I mean, there's tracking, right? That the anime thing, that thing actually moves. Well, mine just does not. Like there's face tracking, but that I mean that either requires me to commission something that makes my current thing move, or learn it myself. This thing is called Live 2D. Yeah, Live 2D Cubism. Which is its own kind of forms. Yeah. I mean I will have to do it sooner or later. I just don't know how soon. I guess the other things I think I've actually also mentioned briefly to you, Alex. But haven't actually no. I think I've also mentioned on stream before as well, like once. Basically the other ideal scenario is that if I manage to, I mean, this is of course a pipe stream and really hopeful thinking that probably won't happen. But if one day, if by the time I graduate, or just a generic one day, I can just survive off of streaming and keep doing whatever I like programming stuff or research or whatever, then then that would also be quite nice because then I would never have to take on any real teaching duties or this or that. Then frees up more time because I'd rather be streaming than let's say teaching undergrads or doing like university related duties. Yeah, it's a thing actually alive now. Maybe he's just never going to be alive. Uh, yeah, let me see. It's gotta be alive now, right? It's still dead. Be so surprised. Ah, excellent. Wait, but no, like that cannot be. Not a robot. Good. I don't understand any of this. Maybe I'm not supposed to. Yeah, this is a very funny situation. Technical difficulties. But yeah, I feel like I mean to summarize that earlier, basically the it's kind of like well, no matter how there's always a bunch of different I guess breakpoints or whatever where I'm happy with well, let's say non-zero because otherwise it feels a bit sad that my effort is getting zero return, and then maybe I want 10 so I can play video games with my viewers, and then I want, let's say, 200 or however much amount, so I can do this or that. So I can actually start a guild in whatever video game, and then there's like 2 or 3 thousand or whatever where I can, you know, yeah, where I can either live off of this, or I guess even before living off of this, the other breakpoint is to a what should I call it? Is to at least make it so that this is that this streaming thing becomes a, how should I say it, a net positive in the sense financially. A scene, well, I mean, right now I have, spent time drawing my, well, my this 2D PNG thing. And then and one of these days I still need to write my BGM, because as you guys know that obviously right now there's no BGM in this stream, and that is not how it should be. Like I need to write a BGM. So yeah, and then past a certain point, I would be able to any any recommends. Yeah, so of course that makes perfect sense. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, but like at some point I will have to, do more drawing and do more, and like compose my own BGM and things like that. So I guess here's the thing, and of course the so I guess here's kind of how I feel about this entire thing. Basically, I always want to have a first draft by myself. Like for example, this 2D PNG I'm doing, I decided because this is how I want to look like. Even though this is a VTuber thing, it is still, the 2D avatar I want to have. In fact, this is not even a complete form. Like I wanted to draw a lab coat and a fountain pen, but I just never found the chance to do another drawing stream, but I wanted to do the rest offline. I mean online. I want to do the rest on stream, and then I never found the time to do a stream for that. And the same with this what is it called, like stream BGM thing. That is also something that I want to do either on stream or by myself, at least a first draft, because I have a certain I I don't want to say I have a clear vision or whatever, but I there's a certain way I want the streams to feel and not feel. I mean, right now, of course, what we have is very far from how I actually want things to feel. But there is a vision somewhere. As unclear as it is, there is a vision somewhere, and I feel I should at least do a first draft myself, regardless. But after that, do I want to keep polishing it myself? Or do I want to commission it? Well, if I commission it, then either I have to pay out of pocket, or I will have to hope that the streams become what is it called, a profitable enough that it pays for itself, basically, if I want to commission anything. Yeah, I guess the other thing of why this where do I want to take this stream? Yeah, it's actually a story I told the other day. The story I told the other day to zero viewers. Or actually, maybe not zero, because, yeah, so there is this very mysterious thing where, and I mean, I promise, like, I'm getting like some non-zero views, and I promise I did not just click this for 7 times, but this was actually somebody else watching, I don't know who. But yeah, I mean, anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so there is this this actually kill my train of thought. um what was I saying? Something about this shoot, that's how scatterbrained I am right now. Oh, the story I told the other day on stream, right. So what story was I telling? Oh, right. Okay, yes. Okay, so there was this project which I worked very, very hard on. Since I took over a year, this research project, this paper that we wrote, and then we eventually after a year of, well, blood, sweat, and tears, we um we finished a research project, and then I was lucky enough to be the one who did a presentation on it. Um, yeah. Okay, so I mean, how it looks is actually out there, so I don't mind showing you once in a while, as you guys actually see my YouTube recommendations. But what is it? Multi-party quantum computation. It was my previous project, which was a yeah, this is how it looked like many years ago. But yeah, I mean, after a year of hard work, this is, I mean, 300 views. This is actually a bit more than I thought. I was expecting a lot less. But yeah, I mean, that is kind of what it is, right? And it just feels a bit, I cannot find the right word for it. But it's like, I'm also doing like some video game design thing, but basically yeah, you do have viewers. Yeah, but it's like, you know, yeah, I feel like that is kind of what I am. I don't know what is the best way to put it, but that's kind of like why I'm streaming now is that, well, it didn't seem like it's kind of a ideal scenario is kind of like, well, this a streaming thing, and what I'm doing as a, I don't know, as a scientist, engineer, researcher, or what have you, as programmer, let's just say programmer, would kind of, would kind of uh uh complement each other's kind of thing. That, well, one of these days, because I am a good programmer or good scientist, then people watch me, and because people watch me, then they pay more attention to what I have to offer to this world professionally as a scientist, researcher, programmer, whatever. Yeah, yes, but I think this is a bit different. The outcome of paper is not about how the number of, yeah, it's not about number of views. Well, yeah, but still the well, it's yes and no, right? I mean, or I don't know. Maybe I'm just doing a bit too much programming. So and it feels a bit. How should I say it? Um, you kind of ask yourself what you're doing if you spend a lot of time writing thousands of lines of code and then your product never sees the light of day. Yeah. Your work and time was about achieving a real cool result and its application for the far future, when the society will be covering quantum computers everywhere. Well, hmm, yeah, but that is like really, really far future, and there's also a chance that in the very far future this will be all forgotten and this will never see a light of day. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I want to say I'm just greedy and I want more, and now and I want more people to look at. I want to, yeah. Maybe that is also the other thing that I want to be maybe a bit less quote unquote invisible. I want to, um, be out there for whatever that means. Yeah. So that is, yeah. Yeah, so I guess that is the other a thing that I have realized, or I don't know, that I have thought a bit about. Yeah, let's research just things that mathematicians is a horrible light. They never see the light of any of their stuff. Yeah, okay. So this actually brings us to another thing that I was thinking about a little bit. Um Yeah. So people say that, well, I mean, people say mathematics is art, and it's literally part of the it's actually part of the degree, like, right? That MA stands for Masters of Art, and that is what people. Funny enough, that is what mathematicians get. Mathematicians don't get Masters of Science or of Engineer. Some people do maybe, but the like a lot of mathematicians, they get masters of arts because they don't believe that, well, I mean, mathematics of course not, is of course not engineering. Some people believe that mathematics is an well, some people believe mathematics is not science either, because well, to be a scientist, you have to kind of follow the scientific methods, like do experiments, collect data, or form your hypothesis, or build a model, or what have you. But mathematics kind of about none of that. It's not even trying to study the real world. It is literally just schematics and constructions, like what they learn like real number line or whatever. Like this thing is, I mean, schematics like this is, I mean, this is something you can draw on the board, but these things don't really exist in the real way as a real number as a as a as a word real says. It's actually not real. So mathematics is at least I've heard this argument that, and some people buy it, that mathematics is not a science. Then if it's not engineering, if it's not science, then what can it be? Well, it's an art. And maybe some people say that, well, okay, yeah, this is an art. Well, then why is it? Well, assuming that I'm a mathematician, then what is this art to me, right? Well, this is maybe where I see things a bit, yeah, I think at least from a philosophical point of view, mathematics should be the queen of all sciences. Yeah, that is what some other people say as well. I think it also makes sense. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I guess for now, the way I thought about it is that, well, if we were to grant that mathematics, if we were to grant A, mathematics is an art, and B, that I am a mathematician at least sometimes, then then what is art to me, right? Or what is art in all of this? And in all of this I'm doing, well, maybe not. And maybe here's my, I guess, how I feel about this. A lot of other mathematicians, well, I mean, of course, and researchers and scientists, they write papers because they found something that's worth writing down, and and they write it, and that is kind of the start and end to all of it, and it's art, and things do look impressive. I mean, it's in some sense it's almost like, you know, architecture, or it's an art, right? That you see some kind of bridge or whatever, that is some kind of or bridge or tower or whatever, and well, it is, and it's beautiful. So we say that, okay, this is an art. That I think is how a lot of people think or say about it. I think the reason why I started streaming partially is because I felt a bit different from those people. Basically, I feel like at least part of this art should be, at least to me, it is like part of it is performing kind of thing. That I guess without, I still don't know how to put it in words well, but I feel like this idea of this art should also be kind of how you live and how you make use of your time, of your limited, uh, you know, yeah, just how you live and what you believe in, really. Like, for example, I mean, for me, I mean, there's this dual identity where I'm streaming, but this but I'm still, you know, I'm still, however you want to call it, programmer, scientist, mathematician, or whatever. I like there's still this conviction that I believe that, well, technology or engineering or whatever will change the world, and and if that is the case, then I will change the world or die trying, and probably die trying, to be honest. But that is kind of the I feel like to me art is kind of like that. It's also how you live and what you believe in. And that is kind of why I wanted to share and start streaming, because well, I mean, of course, that is also because, well, I mean, one day, sooner or later, I will get a PhD, and at least in Taiwanese societies, the day you get your PhD, you are suddenly an expert on not only your subject, but on, well, on how to live without, you know, better description. So it's like, you suddenly have this wisdom to share, and it's like, yeah, which makes sense because that is how society works. So yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, so then what is my art and what is my philosophy? Do I have anything worth saying? Um, well, I better do. Otherwise, I mean, one day I'm going to get a PhD, and I hope this PhD is worth more than my programming abilities or my ability to write down pages of proofs. And I mean, what is the wisdom in that, right? I mean, PhD, philosophy, wisdom. So it's like, I don't know, like, if I if I have, like, where's wisdom? I don't know. And I have reflected on this a little bit more. I still don't have a full answer, but I feel like I want to. Part of it might be how I live and how I carry myself, and that is kind of why I'm here, kind of. And yeah, in my opinion, you don't need to put any additional pressure on you. Yeah, but still, like, this is. I know, but this is still something that I need to. I mean, it's part of learning how to live, I guess, without better, how should I say it, be a functional member of a society and stuff. Yeah, I mean, yes, right, yeah. Like, makes sense coming was about your view on art, not under pressure to be an expert on life. I mean, the other thing is that we also kind of just have to temper our expert. I mean, right, yeah, of course. I feel like the truth is somewhere in between, right? That, I mean, hopefully by the time I get my PhD, well, I'm not going to be as wise as, let's say, maybe somebody who has a PhD in, let's say, history or philosophy or whatever humanity topics. But I should still hopefully have a bit more wisdom, whatever wisdom means, than someone who's just, work as a programmer the entire time and earn like a lot more money than I have. Yeah. So I mean, of course, I would be a better programmer than they are as soon as I graduate, or so I hope. But that should not be the only thing I learn as a grad student. Yeah, but how should I say this? Yeah. So back to, like, what kind of streams or what do I want out of these streams? I think it's also that, well, if I have some things that are worth sharing or something like that, then tr- I should try. Then I should try sharing it. I don't know what is. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but I guess this is just the kind of thing that I yeah. Although I feel like there is always the difficulty of, translating this kind of, like, reflection, introspection, or what is on the theory side to practice, because I feel like, I don't know, like, how I, like, if I see art as how I will, what I believe in, how I live, or how I am willing to, or hopefully willing to give all I have to, well, to to science or to technology or whatever, then, but there's still the practical side of streaming, basically. Like, okay, but how do I make this entertaining while doing it? Which is maybe the harder part. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, there is always, yeah, I don't know. Or it's just how to. I feel like there's also a huge hurdle between finally trying to, how should I say it? finally trying to stop being a machine and trying to live as a yeah, trying to live properly and be a bit less degenerate and well and actually streaming and this and that. So I don't know. Yeah, it is the way it is. This is hard. Yeah. Yeah, and this is maybe the and the ideal scenario is that I would be I mean one of I feel like I still have not given up hope that one day I would be able to just do chatting to chat about things like that while being like somewhat productive in terms of this. I guess the other thing is also what I'm working on. Like this is a bit harder. Like the other day I was having slightly more what should I call it? Slightly more a yes, Fiverr you enjoy. Yeah. Yeah. The other day I was having slightly more success doing uh work stuff or whatever. I just call it lab stuff here with the while chatting. Because because I guess A that day I was not as tired and B because I had easier things to do. Like for example if I'm just doing search and replace here then it should be a bit easier. Yeah, it's just this. And the R side is not even that. The R side is just this other funny symbol here. Um, yeah, I guess the other thing is really mm, yeah. So what was I going to say? Yeah, I guess the other thing is that like this is yeah, like I feel like that is the other thing. Like people have I've maybe no like okay, so like to watch some drawing streams, but then I always just put it on the separate tab anyways. But I still watch because I still listen because I think it's actually because the streamers are just good at well chatting while being productive. But then I need to think a bit about why is it that they could do it, but this either is harder to do it while writing papers or I don't know. The other thing is that this is not even paper, this is literally just proof sketch. Just like trying to get past this so I can get back to programming. Hmm. Yeah. Um yeah, so I guess the other thing is that people, I don't know, like streamers talk about their day, but then I feel like that is what they are yeah, why is this like okay, so either they manage to talk about positive things or they manage to talk about negative things without just making without bringing down the entire atmosphere of the stream. And I feel like that is maybe something I need to get good at because I feel like if I even just try to talk about my day, then I'm just going to then it's either not interesting because I literally I just went on campus and have like some meetings. So before I know it, I just end up talking about technical things like this AI stuff or whatever. I guess or maybe I don't know. AI is a hot topic, so maybe talking about AI is fine and everyone will actually understand it. Um, yeah, maybe or I just and I guess I just try to not complain too much, right? Because the thing is that they say, yeah. So maybe I should try that, right? But then I feel like there is a, yeah, I guess it goes back to what is good conversation topics and what is not. But yeah, you know what? I can try to talk about AI a little bit. So actually, maybe I should make tea first. I will be right back. Let me just put the back screen. How do I even do this? Okay, good. Where am I? Okay, right, right. Yes, AI stuff. So wait, close this and then where am I? So wait, what? Oh, shoot. Close the other thing. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you need to get better at the what is it called? Closing a bunch of unrelated stuff before starting to share my screen. Yeah, so you can focus on high level stuff like what you ate, what you listen to. So yeah, I feel like that is the other. That's a really funny thing. So I feel like that is a kind of thing that if my Oshi, my favorite streamer, actually chat about, then I'll be so interested. But if it is just a random person talking about what they ate today, then I kind of couldn't care less. So, and I don't know if that is and that just kind of confuses me that if that should be what I talk about on stream or not. I mean, I guess the goal is for my viewers to kind of like my OC. In that case, I can just talk about whatever, and they'll be interested. They'll be interested. Um, yeah, but then I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and the funniest thing is that my OC is actually, um, well, my previous OC before she starts not streaming as much, is that she's actually. I mean, I still watch her, but yeah, she's actually really self-aware. Like once she actually said that, well, even if she just stream watching Pen Dry, people will still watch her. and and the ironic part is that she knows she's right, and everyone knows she's right. So yeah, I don't know, but I'm sure that that is not a not what I should be doing. But there's also I also watch some other there's this very what is it called brutal truth from about streaming from I think Josh Hayes, I think, um the MMO streamer. Let me check. I think that was his name. Yeah, I think he has middle name or something. Yeah, just right Hayes. Yeah, basically the problem is that, oh, so he I guess I can also say quite a bit of nice thing about him. But yeah, the thing is that he has make the observation, which is kind of true. Basically, that a like the average viewer's attention span is about 7 seconds. So if you literally just if you literally just broadcast that air for 7 seconds, then you start losing viewers. So so I don't know. um, I mean, of course, that is a just how finicky this streaming thing is. So I really don't know. Like, I feel like it's hard to be entertaining. Yeah, and that thing is somewhat. And he actually did a small experiment, and I think from whatever small experiment he did, I think it was a I think it was actually I think that 7 second thing has its merits. So I really don't know. But yeah, I mean, I still have to chat about something. It's just that I either chat about what I eat, or chat about AI, or chat about whatever most interesting thing I could chat about. Yeah, or about, I don't know, about the song I'm listening to. Yeah, this is anime song. Actually, I've been wanting. I actually could play this one. Maybe later or one of these days I play it. There's always so many covers I want to make, but never enough time. So actually, I had a hopeful thinking that since there's so many songs that I could just play, there shouldn't be so much trouble turning them into covers. But like the last 20% is always takes 80% of the work. So so then I feel like this is just going to be one of them. So I feel like it's just going to be a situation where I either pick the covers I make very carefully, or I don't make that many. I mean, yeah, or I keep producing what's low quality and is, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, what was I saying? Something about oh right, the AI stuff. So there is this oh, yeah. Okay, yes. See you. Yeah, have a good night. Oh, I should recommend. Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, Ethan, but I will probably have to go to bed. Very nice stream and enjoy the remaining of it. Yeah, thank you. See you. Yes. Probably should I attempt to do this, but yeah, while we are still here, AI stuff, I guess. So basically, what happens is what was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, this is the 7 second issue where I need to think for more than 7 seconds and broadcast dead air and I lose viewers. um, okay, yeah. So what was I saying? Right. So AI is well goes hand in well, I mean, of course, ChatGPT very useful, except it hallucinates. So hallucinates as in, of course, it tells you some stuff that is just flat out not true. And I mean, that is not just for technical stuff like the stuff I'm working on, but that is actually, true for, I think I've even seen like Reddit memes these days, like like this, like for, like, what is it called? This comics, where, or whatever. I think it's just memes, where, some person maybe, ask ChatGPT if a mushroom is poisonous or whatever, and ChatGPT says it's not, and then so a person ate it, and then it's poisonous, and then yeah, anyway, and then ChatGPT gives some like uh give some bad tone deaf response. So but yeah, anyways, hallucination is an issue. I think this is something that the average quote unquote average, like any user of AI probably would know. So, and then there's this research topic that my lab is more or less working on. That I mean, when I say my lab, I mean my Kohai. Kohai is I mean, I feel like there's no good way to translate the word Kohai to English, but basically, yeah, like basically somebody who's new to our lab. If you guys know the word senpai, it is the opposite of that. Yeah, this new Kohai who is working on something like that. So I tried what they were doing, and it turns out that the price you pay for a non-hallucinating AI is that you just have to wait so much longer for the AI to reply. That is maybe problem number one. And problem number, because the AI has to kind of fact check itself to make sure it doesn't say any to make sure all that it says is not wrong. And problem number two with this like non-hallucinating AI is that it only it turns out well it says what is not wrong, but not wrong doesn't mean uh good. Yeah, like what is not wrong doesn't mean what is good. I should practice a little bit more to be productive while chatting about that. Yeah, things that there's all of this like to-do items that I really should be able to just fill in while chatting. Except this is hard. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let me just pick up this to do the first to do item and hopefully spend less than 7 seconds understand what's going on here and see if I can. Oh, right, chatting is actually hard. Well, yeah, yeah. I just realized this is harder than programming. That is why. Yeah, so it is a bit easier to program while chatting because for whatever reason, programming is easier than writing. Probably because English is not my first language, as you guys probably noticed by now. But yeah, what was I saying? Something about right these AI things, and while trying to do this, um, yeah, this is hard. Um, yeah, I'm just going to quickly. Okay, so let's try this. So okay, so I want to do this while chatting. So this AI this is impossible. Yeah, this is impossible. um, which is really funny how I was able to somehow do a bit of it while what is it called while programming the other day. I mean, not really well either. I feel I just got interrupted by myself every 3 seconds. Um, yeah, I feel like maybe this is no. I just need to practice, right? Hmm. So what was I saying? Right, yeah. So for AI that's not hallucinating, basically you will kind of have to wait a very long time for it to reply to you, and it turns out that wait shoot um this is hard, isn't it? Oh, maybe this is also a bit harder because I don't have BGM. If I had BGM, then I can just hum to it or something while doing this, or this 7 second thing might be a bit more lax. But anyways, yeah. What was I saying? Um, let the except there's no challenger here. There's uh, I think I have a notation for this, right? This is I mean it's definitely not M. This is a oh, this is just the okay. Right, yeah, okay. So back to this a what is it called? Um, yeah. What was I saying? Where was I? Don't scare her friend. This is so bad. I mean, low quality content, right? So where was I? Something about this a yeah, I feel like this is turning into basically a exact same situation as I was trying to chat about chess the other day, which is far less than ideal. But anyway, so what was I going to say? Oh right, this okay. So the problem about this like AI that does not hallucinate that actually gives you something that is a correct. Well, it turns out the end situation is that well it still doesn't. Well, I mean it doesn't give you something that's wrong, but something that's not wrong or even something that is correct might not be something good. So it turns out that, long story short, so that AI we actually use it to write code, but it turns out the code it writes is maybe only a quarter of it actually does meaningful things. The other 3 quarters is just well fluff. I mean, not even fluff. It's just AI slop, to be honest. So that is kind of where we are at right now. But then that is also me complaining about this say this situation. Is that is this right? Yeah, this is right. And do I want to? Oh, but then do I? do I say this is okay? Yeah, I mean this is fine, right? This is yeah, this should be fine. Yes. Um. Oh, or the other thing is that I guess the other what should I call it? The other potentially interesting thing I could do is to actually talk about this in an interesting way. Is there a way for me to do that? Um, let me think. So this is a triple, but of course people don't care about triples like this. Well, it's a triple because one, two, three. There are three parts to it. Ignore this part because this part is a yeah, yeah. Okay, I see. There's. I mean, I find the first part is might be. Wait, is that the first part? No, that shouldn't be. No, no. It was literally the triples. This just this and this, but that is maybe not the interesting things I want to say. So what do I say here? I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. I need to go back to gaming stream, but no, I need to actually be somewhat productive. How do we do this? Yeah, that's a funny thing that I always say that I would watch drawing streams or this or that. Well, turns out that there's not so many good drawing streams to watch. Yeah, I feel like that is also. Yeah, I really don't know. Oh, maybe that is what I should do. No, No, okay. So I was thinking about just watching like Zaryu say what is it called World of Warcraft things since he's been streaming quite a bit on YouTube, and I've been watching a few minutes every time I see him on YouTube. But then the thing is that the nature of the thing is just so different because like in World of Warcraft there's just so much downtime where you can chat, but for this there's like basically zero downtime. Um, or maybe the thing that I really should do is to not stream writing. Yeah, maybe that will have to be the thing, right? So I don't stream writing. I only stream the actual programming that comes either before or after writing. But then is that better content? Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like it's just hard to have good content no matter what. Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. So let me see, where am I? Yeah. The other things I wish I could, yeah, I wish I could just broadcast this, but no, like I'm gonna DMC it. Unless I, no, yeah, okay, this is, no, I mean, people have different tastes in music, so I should not expect you guys to actually like this. Oh, Toradora, right, I could just literally talk about. Right, yeah, that is actually a good conversation topic now I think about it. Because I know so much about every song that is on my recommendations. So I could literally just talk about Toradora. Um so much good memories. Um but yeah, like what do I even do here? Like, I want to talk about Toradora, I want to write this. Hmm. Yeah. Or I don't know. I really don't know. Like, how do I make content out of this? Yeah, the problem is that now I'm thinking about how to make content out of it, with like maybe half of my brain power, while the other half is trying to actually fill in this to do, and now neither side is getting sufficient energy, and both sides are not moving, which is troublesome. Um, yeah, either that or I try to actually hack into Congo hack. I try to what is it? I try to what's the term? Try to figure out what is going on here and then chat while filling this in. So we assume this is we're stepping through the what's going on here. Yeah, I feel like this is the other problem with like this. Well, first of all, I should take off this -5 decibel because I will definitely start mumbling from here. Okay, good. So now my microphone should register me as a bit louder, which should you know can which should be fine because I'm going to start losing energy from here. Actually, what is my uptime even? Is this like 2 hours? 2.5 hours. Well, it's fun. So where am I? Mm, mm, I don't know. Attacker is already factorized into subroutines. So factorization improvement done through extending reflections or otherwise. Oh, this is wait, but then why? I feel like yeah, I feel like that is a problem. Like everything I do is so low quality. Like piano covers, like writing or like programming, like yeah. Like I don't think I'm that bad at what I'm doing, but for one reason or another, is everything is just low quality. I don't know. Maybe I'm actually bad. Yeah. Maybe we can just. Maybe we should just accept that I'm just bad at this. I mean that is the way it is, right? Um. Yeah. So just making tea right now. Well, actually, yeah. Do I have another chai, or I feel I should have something else? Unless I don't want to sleep tonight. I feel like either way, I'm not going to sleep much tonight, anyways. Um, yeah, right. This is yeah. That's the other problem. This is low quality enough that I cannot just handle this mechanically. I feel like one of these days I should be able to do it, but I don't know. I mean, this is hard. Well, now this is. I mean, of course, this is hard, right? mm, yeah, maybe I work on the easier part, right? Because that part I have to do because I literally did not know how to do it, and working it out would probably require a bit more brain power. So how about this? So suppose this is what is going on here? Something about localism. Sure, the other. You've got to be kidding me. Just delete that. Let's get the thing out here. This is bad. Okay, yeah. People don't know what game hops is. People don't know what hybrid is. People don't know what cryptography is. People don't know anything. I don't know anything myself. Nobody knows anything. Programming is hard. Good. Making tea right now. So what do I want to say here? Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I guess that is the other problem with this entire I'm not problem necessarily. I mean, writing is a good way to communicate, but this is like you have to do a surprising amount of writing, even if you are working on a degree that has nothing to do with writing. uh, yeah, and everyone writes in English, which is fine because I mean, I cannot write better in any other language anyway, so there's that. So where was I? Oh, what is this? Schedule instead of. Do I even care about this? I feel like I don't care about any of this. Yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. So, um, okay, yeah. I don't know. Motivate two different games. I guess I've also seen some other streamer who just kind of stay like stylish as this kind of actual work with me streams. That they, I mean, that they literally just stay silent for I don't know how long. And then they take a small karaoke break or whatever, and then they sing really badly or whatever. And then, I mean, I shouldn't be, you know. I mean, I play piano badly as well, so that is a just a normal thing, and they get back to being productive. But then the thing is that I don't really want to do that because of this 7 second thing. But maybe I will have to, right? Or I guess the other thing is, what if what I'm doing, even this, like even on this thing, even this Tenko stuff, it might be. Maybe I just have to do it in a way that this is entertaining even to people who are not technical, but that would be even harder. Things I should think about offline, but I always say that and I never do because this is bad. Because it's hard. Okay. But yeah, you know what? Let me just try that. See if this is any good. Because I kind of have no other choice and I need to get writing done, so I can get one day closer to graduating. Um, the end is, is, how should I say it? Uh, we cannot see the end, but we go to but we work our way slowly towards it anyways. One of these days we'll get there, maybe. Okay, so what do I do here? Um, um, okay. Now we state the state statement. Okay. Whatever. We can fix the wording later. Word jargon. Um. Okay. Um. Um. Yeah. Photography. Um. People. Mm, let me see. I feel like, I feel like this should already be in the introduction, so I'm not sure if I should restate it. But I want to say that, well, there are what I call games, but I don't know. Mm, yeah, maybe this is fine. Uh, uh, Denoted in or given by. Um, do I not have a reference for this? I should. Oh, it's algorithm, maybe? Is that right? I don't think it is. Oh, it actually is. Okay. Mm, okay. Mm, do I really want to yeah uh we give two experiments uh that the two experiments are given um yeah what do I want to say here that is um, I don't know the I actually don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's the problem. Like I can barely write if I'm not chatting or being distracted or splitting my attention, I should say. That means when my attention is split, I actually just cannot write at all. Um, yeah, so that is maybe a problem with being a grad student, as opposed to someone who's been in the field for longer than I have. Basically, I'm capable, or at least I like to believe I'm capable of writing, but then I feel like this is not the kind of second nature that that it might be for some people. Um, Again, language barrier aside, I mean, even language barrier is not the you know. Oh, one of these days. Speaking of which, like, I've always wanted to do a Japanese studying stream. I mean, sorry, that is come out of nowhere. I know this is just how I am with this train of thought, like really strange. But yeah, like yeah. Anyways, back to this. Um, right. So yeah, we cannot distinguish between as the homework scheme is we cannot use abbreviations, but I'm going to use it for now and unfold it later. Or maybe we can, I don't know. Approximately correct. The adversary cannot distinguish between the correctly evaluated results and the homomorphically between the homomorphically evaluated computation and the between a homomorphic between any homomorphic and the corresponding computation in the plane and the unencrypted corresponding computation result. Yeah, I want to use the word plain text, but then that is also a bit troublesome because I want to. Yeah, so there's so much cryptography jargon that I want to write, but then there's also but then like the reader is well both you guys and right. Now I think I've kind of already given up trying to make this understandable to viewers, but like even for like my target audience, the target reader, this is just not a this is just not like I don't know. Oh, this I just repeated myself. So it's good. Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah. Mm, do I want any of this? Maybe I don't. Yeah, and then yeah, maybe this is fine. Yeah, maybe I move this over. Um, yeah, maybe this in our oh, right. Okay, TVD. Right, okay. So, okay. Yeah, so I do this and I do this, right? I just say that here I write a TVD version and here I write the program logic version. Okay. So then, uh, do I have this? I hope I do. And then I just have to say the what is it called? Let's see, GO and GR. Okay. What TVD, and then GL. Oh, don't know what this magic number is. It's just some parameter that one of these days will get worked out. Right. This is semantic. So I need to do this. Say what's semantic? Like double bracket kind of thing. Um. Oh, I think something like this. I think. I hope. And then this does say well it compiles, so I just hope this is right. And then I want to say that this is the same as okay. Good, Um right, okay. Mm. Oh, okay. Why do you okay, right. Typo. Right, okay. And then we have this okay, Okay, so now label this. Mm, security is a funny thing. Um, don't do crypto or do crypto, I don't know. Um, proof of this, right? Oh, whatever. Yeah, that's the right thing. So with goes to proof for adversary, we have oh, new to for all. Yeah, okay. Mm, for all possible adversaries. CA, but except it's not CA anymore. It is a dot run and a dot. What is going on here? Sure, I'm so confused. Oh, a dot query, query and guess. Okay. Something like this. Is that the right way to typeset this? This should just be what? Actually, I should know this magic number. This magic number is a square root of I mean, not just this, but there's also this cannot be this actually cannot be this. This has to be a has to be a concrete number. There's no I am just being very sloppy here. Yeah, maybe I should say okay. For all possible adversaries, this, and then um yeah. Yeah, not yeah, good. Yeah, I've actually never been into Yanaki Naki. I mean, I know she's like, I mean, she sounds very nice. I just, for what, wait, she streams? Of course she does. What on earth? I mean, for like whatever 2 or 3 or 4, or however many songs that I've heard of her, she sounds very nice. I can give you at least that. But I don't understand why is there so little overlap. I mean, there's I guess what I'm trying to get at is that there should be. I feel like she's one of those that I should be liking a bit more than I have so far. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. This one's the one I've heard. What else? Wait, there cannot be only one. Maybe I should just look her up because I feel like there's gotta be. No, there has to be more. I'm pretty sure there has to be more. I might have heard of this one. No, I mean there. Oh, I've also heard the what is it called? The other the I cannot think of the name. The one where the time travel story thing. That one's by her, right? Um, yeah, I cannot find that one. Why? Why not? Oh yeah, why not? It's so confusing. What if I just literally look her up? Mm-hmm. Do I? Wait, wait. Is there kanji? No, right? Oh, there's not. Okay, good. Yeah. Can I just do this? Wait, this song by her? Really? I always thought that was sung by what is it called? By someone in Egoist. The one that song Shelly? Is this not by Shelly? Not this Shelly. Uh, I mean they are of course not the age now, but whatever. Um, yeah, but I feel I should know this for real. Wait, So Kimi no Shiranai Monogatari is by Yanagi Nagi. I feel I should know, but well, I mean this. Then things would make sense, but really, I, I feel I should know. Okay, yeah. That's like married, right? Cannot read this country, but I would assume so by guessing. I mean, this is just the same list as before, right? Oh, except this. Wait, no, this is single, so these are literally songs. Hmm. So confused, like so confused. Oh, yeah, is this this was the one I was talking about, but it's one of the things in there. It's not the entire. Yeah, yeah. This wait, huh? Wait, what's going on here? Uh, game sce- game scenario writer. Okay. Concept. Okay. Hmm. Funny enough, like Kakana is actually the harder part for me. Also, all of this is sung by her, right? Producer, yeah, it didn't say if anyone else sings this. So is this open? Like, okay, so it opens the songs, and it's also oh sorry, yeah, the what is it called? So she actually sung all of them. Okay, yeah, yeah, and the one I was thinking is this one. Yeah, huh, good, yeah, good, good, good. But then, right, of course, yeah. Um, okay, okay. This is that is Naruto's ending, right? Pretty sure that's one of the Naruto endings. I mean, that would make sense. Yeah. Gonna be Murkahana video clip. Yeah, Naruto say I'm just going to give up on the yeah ending theme. Yeah. Um, what on earth? Wait. Oh, because she also writes songs. She doesn't just sing. But still, whatever, whatever. You know what? I am tempted to take a break and come back and play some Silk Song or something because I feel like this is getting nowhere anyways. Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, you know what? Maybe I would do that. So I will maybe be back in a bit. I will take a small break. I will be back, and or maybe I won't. I don't know. The thing is, I still want to do a bit more writing here with this. Yeah, so maybe I really don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. Well, we'll play by ear. So thank you all for watching for now. I might not be back later today. Either way, I'll be back soon. I'll find something that is easier to stream, that is not writing this, and I will see you all. How do I? There we go. Yep. See ya.